Guys, I hope you guys are doing lovely today. Today, I just want to appreciate you guys because, well, the stuff I speak about on my channel, especially like the more emotional stuff or like stuff about just feeling and stuff, this depth that I'm able to go on with you guys, it's not a depth that I'm able to take in life. What? Sorry, guys, I'm a little crunk if I'm being honest. But for real though, like, if I weren't speaking to you guys, I ask myself like who else would I speak to, like these feelings that I have, the loneliness that I feel, like who else would I be able to express myself to? You guys are really an outlet for me just to be able to feel comfort, to speak about feeling and not be judged because me, well, I'm all scared to go on another depth, talk about the things that people aren't willing to speak about. Sorry. Why am I Why am I laughing? What the fucky? No, but I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. What? No, but actually, like jokes aside, why am I laughing right now? What is so funny? No, but for real though, guys, like you guys don't understand how much you guys help me just to freely express myself in a place free of judgment, It's very, you guys just make me feel very accepted, this feels natural, And again, talking and speaking about my feelings is not something I find a lot of people I'm able to do that with. So just to be able to sit on this account and speak to you guys and you guys understand and also being able to relate, it helps me feel like even though I am sitting here and being alone for real, you guys don't make like being on YouTube is an outlet for me to not feel alone because especially when you guys leave comments, you guys don't understand what those comments do to me. It truly does help me in a significant way. And I may not, or maybe I do express it sometimes. I'm kind of finding a hard time to think about it. But what was I saying? Sorry. Why am I laughing? Stop. No, but for real, like, you guys really do help me and motivate me to keep going, especially when I feel like just giving up and submitting to not wanting to do anything. Every time, sometimes I just get on my YouTube and I check my subscriber goal, and I'm like, fuck, like, there's people who actually listen to me and they understand where I'm coming from and they can relate to the topic, and that's what keeps me going, just to be able to share my wisdom with people who are actually willing to lend me an ear. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. I truly am, but today I went out with some friends, that was nice. But again, there's stuff that I have within that I want to release. That's why I come to YouTube after almost everything I do. When I come back from work, when I come back from a party, when I come back from the club, I come back to you guys because I love sharing feeling. That's what it is. I love because feelings, they have such a significant and strong meaning. And I just love getting on YouTube and speaking to you guys and you guys just being there to hear the fucking nonsense that's coming out of my mouth, and actually me feeling like it's nonsense, but then it actually makes some type of sense. Sometimes, most times, actually, I feel like the things that I talk about is really just based off of wisdom, and I'm really just like, I don't want to be that person to gatekeep the stuff that I go through and then just have other people go out there and just experience hardship and ruin and not being able to do, not being able to know what to do. And that's the thing. I go through some shit, guys, and sometimes that shit destroys me. So you know what I do? I take that load that's put on my shoulders and I express it to you guys to help you guys to navigate. And it might not be something that everybody's so understanding of, but regardless, it might help you in certain ways to just understand things, a little bit more and not feel so alone about what you're going through, because that's the thing. I never want the hardships and that bad sour feeling that I've been feeling, sometimes it's not something that I like feeling, but I guess I believe that it's a part of being a human, It's we have to go through things to realize and learn and keep evolving ourselves. And things that break us down, it also helps us build a thicker layer of skin, another layer of protection around ourselves. And me, well, I'm alone for the most part, but when that one little bird comes flying through my window sometimes just to wreak havoc around, the things that it does, and when I finally get it to go away and the feelings that it leaves me with and the thoughts, I just want to come on here and share it with you guys because, well, I feel alone. I'm alone a lot. I come back a lot of the time to the same room, these same walls, these same paintings and things on the wall. And, well, being alone is not something that I can't say it's enjoyable because it is a way of protecting yourself. When I'm in my room, who's here to harm me? Look around. There's no one here. But sometimes, it is nice having someone else there to just listen and understand you and relate and share similar thoughts of a topic. And that's what being on YouTube and just making these videos helps me do, just to be able to freely express myself and just have other people who feel alone and feel the things that I'm feeling as well, so you guys could understand. We can understand each other and just come to a point of reconciliation. What? I think that makes sense. Of reconciliation and understanding and just being there for each other. You guys show up for me and I show up for you guys, and that's a mutual thing, and that's what I love about this. But again, I said it before, but sometimes when I'm speaking out loud, I just think to myself, well, it would be nice if there was someone here to answer to the things that I'm saying and just give me another thought to think of. But for now, I just get on YouTube and I talk to you guys, and that's something that's cool for me because, well, again, I don't want to be that person to fill that void of loneliness with drugs and stuff. So I fill that void by coming on here and speaking to you guys and actually not keeping and bottling up my feelings, but instead finding a place to release it. And that's with you guys. And, I honestly do love you guys so much for just being there and actually sitting through my growth. And for us to just come together and just, well, I would say speak to each other, but for the most part, it's me speaking and you guys listening. But nonetheless, it means everything to me. And I truly do thank you guys so much for being there. From not even the bottom of my heart, but wholeheartedly. You guys really do. You guys are the reason for me to keep going. And a lot of the times where I'm sailing seas and I feel like I'm navigating to places that I don't even know and I just feel like I'm going nowhere, when I come back and I see you guys are viewing my videos and sitting here and listening to me and commenting and understanding, well, I feel like I'm not going nowhere, but I'm actually going somewhere. And it's leading, these steps that I'm taking, these conversations and time I'm putting into this, it's for a reason. So again, I just want to thank you guys for lending me your ear and just being there to sit here with me and just be there for each other. So that's just what I want to say for tonight. It's 3 a.m. right now and I'm feeling amazing just being able to have people supporting me and being there. So I just want to thank you guys for sitting here and listening to someone who feels crazy all the time. But these are just parts about being me, feeling crazy, talking and just going places that I don't even know and sometimes feel like the unknown. But then when you guys show your faces, I feel like I'm going somewhere. So thank you guys wholeheartedly for being there, and I love you guys very much. And I'm gonna speak to you guys tomorrow like I always do. And, well, love you guys very much, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. Okay, have a good night, guys. Bye bye.